the sky. Come on closer, baby, let the lights go out. Yeah, we fall and then we rise. No more alibis, I wanna hide now. Yeah, moving to the fire. Baby, we could ride the night, yeah. I'ma show you, or we could shine the light, hey. Lift your hands, free your mind and mind combine and float up to the higher. It's okay, it's okay. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you your love, your love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to your love, your love. Your love, your love. Your love, your love. Your love. Walk a straight line, how many fingers? An ecstasy, fragrance lingers. Yeah, and those endless conversations, and you feel it floating now. I finally got you, and I'm following you into the fire. Baby, we could ride the night, yeah. I'ma show you, or we could shine the light, yeah. Lift your hands, free your mind and mind combine and float up to the higher. It's okay, it's okay. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you your love, your love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to your love, your love. Your love, your love. Your love, your love. Hold me up, cause you never wanna drop me, not me. Got the key, dancing to unlock me. Side to side, know their fingers don't faze me. Crazy to say, but nothing gonna stop me. You're talking to get you. I ain't playing with you. I ain't playing with you. You should say what you say. Oh, come on, get it on right on. Oh, come on, get it on right. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you your love, your love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to your love, your love. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you your love, your love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to your love, your love. Show you, let me show you your love, your love.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe and a wonderful, hilarious, quick Monday morning.
Shenzo morning is all I can tell
I
you.
gotta say, when Vinny's in the house, you better have a catcher's mask and skates and everything.
That was hilarious.
Burger brought me back to life. Welcome to all our friends. Listen, if you're watching today's show, do me a favor, share it out, because somebody in here is in jail.
I got pretty far, that's all I can tell you.
Now, I have some breaking news.
Is that in focus or is my eyes going bad?
I can't tell.
Can one of you guys just hit the focus button, please? So what you gotta love about this camera is you hit focus and they go zoom out in.
That's it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Any better? Happy Monday to you.
It looks the same to me. Listen, I got breaking news.
Sure.
Remember when I said to you guys that I wanted to do something so people would put money together for me to go to outer space?
Yes.
So did you see the latest?
Oh, they came back.
They came back last night.
4 of them came
yes.
back, yeah.
5 people, non-astronauts, are going next without an astronaut on the orbiter. Without.
Wow.
They're going 5 of them.
Really?
Those seats are going on like hot. Oh, those seats are like hot tickets right now. So you might as we should embrace Freddie's call to action for his seat on the next flight. This flight's booked, right? So we should.
Booked 5
How
of
long are they
them.
going for?
I didn't get all the details because I was so upset. I started jumping up and down on my bed, screaming, because you guys didn't take me seriously. And 5 people were chosen randomly. They are not physically in shape or anything else. They are going to try to send 5 normal people. Now, there's no more normal than me. And I wanted to go. I'm very upset.
Should we campaign?
What, $250,000?
I don't know if that's what they pay. All I know is they pick 5 random. They
He
don't
seems a
even know
little
each other.
hurt about this,
I
guys.
think
Ooh,
so.
what you
We should have
say?
campaigned better. That's why you should have been on.
We
those
should have
seats.
really done a push, a full
Yeah.
campaign.
But you said it was $250,000 for a seat, though.
I don't know what it was, but what difference does it make? Whatever it was, I'm not going.
On this one, we'll have to get you on for the next
There's the
one.
next
No,
one.
I don't want to go to the next one. This is it. I wanted to make it for the first.
This is
We'll
it.
have to get you out there for the next one, is all I can tell you.
Cracker Barrel, do me a favor, tighten up that camera too on there, cause
A lot of what is it? It's a prototype. This first one's a prototype, so the next one will be much better. It's kind of like not riding the roller coaster the first time.
look at the camera when you talk.
Me?
Both of you.
Oh,
Don't look at us.
okay. I'll look
the
at.
camera.
Okay, I'm
Little
looking
tighter,
at.
Valerie.
honey. Little tighter. What
It's
you
kind of
doing?
like riding an amusement park right now,
Little
or
tighter.
like for the first time riding an
What?
amusement ride.
Amusement park,
Too much.
amusement
Yeah,
ride.
yeah, no, an amusement ride. Like
I
you
feel like
don't
we're
want to be
doing
the
that
first
here.
one to
Too
go.
much.
You have to see if they, if everything's
Okay.
successful. You don't want to be the first one to go.
On like a roller coaster.
Correct.
and
Yeah, you
you're a
don't want to
little
be
dark.
the first one to be on the roller coaster. You can still be a part of it.
He's still talking.
Yeah.
He'll be talking for 10 minutes.
We're having a whole conversation. This is like it's like at my
While we're
house.
adjusting the camera, I just wanted to get that thought
He's
out.
having a whole conversation. We're just
Can you
over
make
here.
my screen a little lighter? I know, but
Were you
this
out in the
is-
sun this weekend, or are you just a little tan?
No, I wasn't out in the sun. I was indoor all day.
Indoors all day?
I don't know what it is with this camera. This camera is very finicky.
It's just a little dark.
Yeah.
For those of you talk about finicky, did not watch or listen to the morning show, we
Should.
had on a very special person who talks about
The mind.
Hypnotherapy and past
Hypnotherapy.
lives. And you guys have past lives, you think, Vinny and Slick?
A good possibility.
Probably. I think I was probably like a samurai. In my
Oh. You were a
past life.
samurai?
Yeah.
you with the sword or you with the guy
with
carrying.
the sword, like with the sword. I watched Mortal Kombat. That's why I'm
Can
thinking.
you imagine if he were really the sword? Like the story she told us today. We had Cassie Eubank joining us about that one person that was holding the sword when they regressed and they were just gas coming from the earth.
No,
Oh,
she
yeah,
said
true.
gas from a crack.
No.
In the earth.
When I heard
Gas
that, I
from
went,
the
that's
earth.
it. X-nay, no more
Can you imagine?
conversation.
But that's like
Being somebody's
not
gas.
like you think that everything has a soul, including gas?
Yeah.
So the next time you cut wind, just remember.
It has a
that
soul?
Has a soul.
Oh man, I can tell you where this show goes. It was
And that joke was brought to you by
good luck.
Vinny.
It was an interesting perspective because we did the morning show from the other side of the theater, and we don't often sit over there. It's a whole new perspective on lights and cameras and where everything
I
is,
don't know
and
how anybody can sit in those benches.
it was just a whole different kind of
It
setup.
was. My derriere would never be the same.
I sit on my pillow always. My pillow
That's
will
what it
travel, always with my pillow. And I'm going to be a little old lady with a pillow in my car. I got to ask you guys a question.
Shoot.
When you go out to eat or you go to somebody's house and someone touches the food, what do you do?
What do you mean touches the food?
Like
They're
tou-
licking
Like
the food?
touch, like poke, or
Yes, like if there's sandwiches out or a buffet of lasagna or mac and cheese and they go in and they touch it with their fingers
Are
and
they
then they
family?
leave it there or they put it back.
Family
Do you-
or friends?
Do you eat it or do you say anything?
Strangers?
I
family
pick up
or
a
friends?
different sandwich.
Family or friends.
I pick up a different sandwich.
Would
If
you
it's
leave
friends?
that sandwich there though?
No.
What do you do?
Excuse me. Did you just touch that?
My germs.
Put it in your
everywhere.
pocket and eat it later because the rest is for us. Thank you very much.
Correct.
What do you do, Slick?
I would say like basically on the lines of what Freddie's saying. Like, yeah, if
Now,
you're
if
not
it's
gonna be
your
touching
mom?
the food around.
What if it's your mom?
No, my mom would never do that because
you
she
go.
would have like she would never do that.
Good answer.
All right.
What would you do?
Pick up the sandwich, that different sandwich, and just like go.
Would you
away.
say something?
But she got my germs everywhere. Like she's just touching everything. This is before everybody eats.
And they're touching everything,
touching
right?
everything.
That's nasty. That's like,
Even before the pandemic, I seen that it was nasty because it's kind of like, where have you been?
Yep.
Like, why are you?
But did you say anything?
Yeah, I pointed out like at family gatherings or places that I go, like if I see that someone just comes around and just no plate just picks off everything, there's no need for me to eat anymore.
You know, there was an intern
just
in here
drink.
who did that, and the
Yeah.
guy, the owner, smacked him in the hands, and he took it a different way.
Yep. He got a little upset.
He got very upset.
oh my god,
He says, but you can't be touching food, especially in a public venue.
And especially now in the pandemic when
Correct.
people do it, what do?
I mean, you have to call that person out on it because, like, just like the people that don't wear masks now, or like want to feel like it's back to normal, so they wear their mask as a chin strap. You have to call them out on it and say, just please put your mask back on, or, I mean, you can leave, but we don't want your germs everywhere.
Now,
To
I
be
got a
honest.
different question of the same variety.
Yeah.
I went to dinner. I ordered a meal. They did not have what I wanted. So she asked me if I wanted a pork chop. She says, what about a steak? And I'll put the way we finished the pork chop, I'll put it on the steak. I had the steak. I ordered it medium rare. I never order medium rare steak. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Worst food I ever had in my life.
Did you send it back?
I ate it.
Why?
Because I was starving. Now, the manager does the walkthrough. You know, when they come, huh? And I said to him, my complaint, I said, listen, I'm going to tip my hat because I ate it. I love this place. But let me tell you what happened. I ordered a $17 meal. They charged me $25 because they didn't have it, and I upgraded. I didn't know she was going to charge me more.
wow.
I said, you know what? Don't worry about it. No, let me make it. No, don't make it right because I had to say something. And I said to myself, and I'm going to go back. You see, everybody else tells me not to go back. Oh, no, I'm going back. And I'm going to do it my way. And if you don't have what I want, I learned a lesson. Either leave or go
get
home.
something else?
No. Don't let them suggest something else because they up the price. Think about it. If a $17 meal cost you $26 and it was horrible, how would you feel?
I don't complain.
Yeah,
But
be
I
like,
ate it.
no. But yeah, but you ate it. That's the
Slavo ate
thing.
it. I ate it.
Yeah, you ate it, and yeah, I would have said you asked for it. Then they should at least made it $17, not the 25.
I could imagine you sitting there, what you would have done. You would have been pouncing your foot like that. Excuse me.
And give the disappointment glare. Like,
Do you ever speak up in a restaurant if you don't like the service? Send it back or anything like that?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
I can't do it.
not make
You
a
guys-
big
Why?
scene.
I
Not
can't say make a
not-
big scene,
no.
but you have to like, oh, hey miss, how you doing? My name's Gene, and then we just basically, this is not what I ordered. Can you please take it back, or this is not how I wanted the steak, because I had steak
What if the
problems.
food
too.
is bad? It tastes bad.
Yeah,
You
send it back.
Send it back, yeah.
I'm gonna try to follow. I just can't do
You
it.
eat bad food. If it's cold, it depends how often it is. If
Yeah.
I can tolerate it, I'll do it. One of my huge pet peeves is when I ask for it with dressing on the side, and it comes soggy with dressing. That goes right back.
I love soggy
That
salad.
I can't do
I
at all.
can't do salad.
If I can pick
Especially
around
salad.
it, but if I can't pick out the lettuce, right back.
I like it drenched and soggy.
No.
I hate it on the side. I see you eat it on the side. And I said, you think I got the patience to eat a salad for 15 minutes?
Because you just need a little bit of taste. But yeah, the soggy salad will do it.
Yeah.
Soggy salad.
You eat salad?
That's hilarious. No.
He has a burger, and then that's his snack.
And then I said, where is the French fries? That's a good idea. I wasn't thinking.
You said what?
Going back to Sunny Stop for French fries.
I didn't think that far for some reason. I was hungry. I was like, what should I eat today? It's like, that looks good. I'll eat it.
They love Sunny Stop. I got to tell you, that's
They
like
do.
their favorite all-time thing to
That's
do.
my
They
place.
see them coming through the door. They make the food fresh for them.
That's my
They're
place.
like
Yes.
close by. You don't need to go far.
They don't do that for me.
Yeah.
Ooh, what you say?
Most definitely. You just have to ask her. Miss Pretty and Raj, they're really nice. They're very
Well, you almost became part of the family, so.
almost. I haven't become part of the family. The only I'm only a customer at their store.
What did they
That's-
tell you today?
I'm
What
only
they
a
tell you
customer
today?
at their store.
What did they? The wedding's on postpone?
They didn't tell me anything.
What did the psych tell you today?
Oh my
Oh,
greatness.
Embrace.
My greatness. But I was never a part of
You're
the family.
doing it again. From now on, she told me to go like this to you. Who used to do this?
Embarrass
Carol
my
Burnett.
I'm
greatness.
gonna do the Carol Burnett on you.
Okay, but
Embrace your greatness. Carol Burnett.
They don't know.
I'm so
Way
glad
before
we
her.
had this time together
Do you know why
That
she
sounds
pulled her
familiar.
ear?
Hold on.
to laugh and sing the
Carol
song.
Burnett.
Do you know why she pulled her ear?
Because she listens.
Is that why? There's got to be a reason, a sign behind.
I'm so glad we got this time together.
But why her left ear and why'd
With
she pull it?
luck and because she listens. Her fame, her glory to fame was she listens.
Really?
Great show, the Carol Burnett show.
Interesting.
I just have to say.
What are you looking for? Oh, you got company again.
Is it fixed?
What's wrong with your car?
It had a boo boo.
What'd you do?
It's
What
from,
didn't he do?
next to-
What did he
There
do
was
to the car?
something
What's
that
going on,
in the
Izzy?
back. I'll explain. It's very complicated. They were like, very complicated.
very
We watched the
much.
cars on Friday. This Friday is my turn to treat you for a car wash.
Oh, thank
on
you.
Friday.
Very nice. I appreciate that. I don't know what's going on, but my car's getting very dirty these days. And
Well, you have
it
to
gets
stop
washed every
driving
day.
in
I
the
don't even go
backwoods.
anywhere.
The backwoods. Oh, breaking news. This weekend, I got Showtime for free.
What?
17 channels.
What'd you watch?
You guys have Showtime?
Nope.
Can't
I
say.
don't know. I don't watch TV really.
I watch whatever was in the HBO.
You know what they say? Those of great minds don't watch a lot of TV.
Telling you.
true.
Tell them again.
Because
Stop.
you're doing 25 other things.
Yes.
What they say about streaming, then?
Stop. You know,
Tell
that's,
them again.
thank you. She just
That's
shot
not
a whole
TV.
career
That's
down
not
the
TV
toilet.
though. That's not TV. That's
It's not TV. It's HBO.
Because
It's
TV
HBO,
is
it's
structured. You have to
CBS.
come around a certain time to watch the show. Streaming.
City on the Hill.
City on the Hill. What's
It's
that?
a thing that Showtime has, and I
Uh-huh.
watched it. Unbelievable. Talks about the real life of what goes on today with police and drugs and everything else. Real life. Check it out.
I was watching some show last night with Scott Bakula. I don't even know what show it is. I don't even know the storyline, but it was interesting talking about relationships and the mob.
Scott
Bakula. Remember from Quantum Leap?
No.
I don't remember what it was, but yeah, I was watching that in between doing some stuff. What'd you do this weekend, Vinny?
I worked out. I worked. I watched some shows on Hulu.
What you watch?
Fargo.
Fargo. Was it good?
Or
Oh yeah, the TV show's amazing.
Farville. What the hell is
Fargo.
that? What is that?
F-A-R.
Really, Fargo?
G-O, Fargo.
Never saw the show movie Fargo?
It was bizarre.
It was a good
The
bizarre.
movie was bizarre. It was like beyond the world of bizarre,
I'm sorry.
right?
Can you say that word again?
Bizarre.
Bizarre.
What is it? Bizarre.
It's like the one when you see the Quentin Tarantino movies.
Yes.
Also
Those are
bizarre.
I love Tarantino movies.
He's a
You
couple
would.
He's a couple of French fries short of a
Vinny
Happy
would
Meal.
totally. Charlotte Lustig says, "Happy Monday to you all." Haven't seen Charlotte in a long time.
Charlotte, remember Charlotte had to go to
I hope she's feeling
the
better.
hospital and everything else, and I hope she's feeling better. She wait, Charlotte, come on down, come on by, and have a cup of coffee with us or something else, and have some fun.
Absolutely. So Fargo was good. It's a new show.
Oh no, it's an old show, but it's like each season's different. Talks about crimes been going on in a small town in Minnesota. Then like everyone has quirky personality as what's going on. They get swept up.
Who's the actor that did the movie? I can't think of his name. Red hair. Is he the one in the TV show also?
No.
Somebody else.
Every character is different.
Red hair.
I can't think of his name, but then I'm going to hear his name and go, yeah, that's it. I'm telling you, this is like my brain thing. I don't.
I know
remember
it's
the
made
name
by
so
the
well.
Coen brothers. The same people made No Country for Old Men.
Ah, one of
That
those.
was a good movie.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Slick, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. Like I finished up my, my amazing show called Snowpiercer.
I heard about
And
that.
they should come out with a set.
Piercing.
Snowpiercer.
Oh, I thought you said
It's
slow
about
piercing.
like imagine this experiment of like 2,000 people in a 1,001 cart, all sectioned off by class, so high class, middle class, and then people that didn't have tickets for this train, kind of snuck onto the train, and they put them in the back, so they call them like the tailies and whatnot. But it brings up like modern day society all on a locomotive. So there's a murder.
That sounds
on
like
this
the
train.
train from Bangladesh.
I mean, probably it is, but they created a whole series about it, and I'm highly upset that there's not a season 2. So, hopefully.
It's like Mad Max, but on trains.
Yeah, it's on a train.
Mad Max 1, 2, 3, and 4.
It's
Yes.
like
That's a
but
weird movie.
It's a deep
It was a great
freeze. The
movie.
Earth is in a deep freeze, so that's why they're on the train. They can't.
When
be
you watch
outside.
TV, what do you think about? I was gonna say
Me?
nothing.
Just may take a while.
It may take a while because I be thinking about like
Can't
political
hear you.
things, like stuff that's if it's gonna.
It may take a while. What do I think of?
What do I think about? I'm just thinking about society as a whole because every time I say I'm not gonna be political, it always goes back to like politics.
You are politics.
Right.
Me, I try not to be. I feel like, what is it? Well, since I did my time in Mass, what is it? I was hanging around with a lot of politics with Massachusetts.
You are probably the most political person in this building.
I try not to be, but like
You
being
think?
around it so much.
I think you are.
No, he is.
Yeah, definitely.
No, you are not
I'm
me.
not political at all.
Guys.
I'm old school.
You are old school.
I gotta tell you, I watched a documentary on Showtime that talks about the wall that Trump was trying to build and the reason his big mouth got him in trouble for doing that, and about baseball teams that play in Texas and Mexico and how that wall thing affected their life. There was a guy in there who was 32, 33 years old with 3 kids. It's time to hang it up, and he was having a fantastic year. He had to stop playing to be a baseball coach because his wife was saying, if you don't take this job, because the dream is done, 32, 33 is way too old for a rookie in the major leagues. You do that when you're in your 20s, 21, 22. And that wall changed everything in their lives. What was the name of the country where there was a wall built to separate?
Berlin, Germany,
Thank
Berlin.
you.
Yeah.
And what did we learn from the wall in Berlin?
They teared it. They
Separate
teared
the
it down. Yeah.
cultures.
They teared it down.
Separate the people.
Yeah.
Right? Separate. The key word of that wall was separate. And here we are doing it again.
But Berlin they weren't dividing countries. They were
They
dividing,
divided Germany.
but that was still a country. It would be like putting a wall between the United States, somewhere in the middle of the United States. Berlin is in Germany, and it was dividing Germany, a country.
West Germany and East Germany.
But these are,
They became 2 different countries.
but we're already 2 different countries between the United States and Mexico.
So building this wall
I didn't say it's the
separates
right thing,
country.
but it separates 2 countries, right?
But the wall is the same. There's a guy who he had this cattle on his land. And he has to build the wall on his land. And he says, where you going to put it? He says, nobody bothers me here. Don't I have a right to say no?
Yeah, it was a mess.
Doesn't. But I heard on Sunday they stopped the construction of it. The funding has been excommunicated.
Defund the wall.
They did
Anyone
that.
doing that? They're defunding the police, defund the wall.
Well, now you can't defund anything in Florida. Did you hear that?
Really?
Why?
You defund anything in Florida. DeSantis, a week and a half ago, put it in. You are not entitled to any federal money if you defund
That's
anything
nuts.
with the police. And he also made it a felony.
That's
Look up the
nuts.
law, guys. Look it up. It's all
That's-
there. It's a felony if you stop traffic and if you riot.
Yeah.
And if you riot and you're from another state, you're going to get the double horns, not the single.
Wow.
That's nuts. So when they have, what is it? I forgot the congressman in Florida, Gates. I forgot his name, Gates or something like that.
Yeah.
He's in a scandal. Now he's in a relationship. He was in a relationship with
With a minor?
underage She was 17. He's like 30 something like that. But like,
Weird.
He's denying that
I
that
mean, we can
happened.
deny Gates with all his,
He's denying it. He's saying that they tried to blackmail. But that's a different problem.
That's a
What
that's
we're
different.
going on right here is that you can protest, you just can't riot. And police department. Now I know the head of the union of the police department, which is Bell. He was on Steve-O's show, and we were supposed to do a deal down a big police function. It was canceled because of the pandemic, and I know him personally. And he was on the news saying that it's very difficult for the police to police because the way this thing is set up, you hit a cop, you're getting 6 months, and it's a Class A felony. You hit a cop. Now, if a cop hits you, you're not supposed to defend yourself. And this is why I'm not political. I just see things right and wrong. You're creating something that's going to blow up in your hand.
Well, there's a lot of things that are going to blow up these days.
It is.
Well, that's why we try to do the other side of
You
blowing up.
know,
Just trying to say. I mean, what do you do? What do you do?
we
About
have to
what?
have
Inquiring
we
minds
have
wanna
to
know.
have people like a Biden and a Kamala Harris, choosing the right points of like I'll say we got to have our representatives choosing the right points to talk about, so we can brush off the gray area. To be honest with you, 'cause,
It's
like,
just
I always go back. I always go back to like society. I think that's probably why I go back to politics. Society as a whole, like we need to find that agree to disagree conversation to see where everybody stands.
that's a good point, Slick.
To
If
be
You agree to
people
disagree?
can't have conversations. It turns into a
People
fist fight.
can't have conversation. It's kind of like, oh, I'm going for this side because I agree with what he says, but I'm going for this side. Like, what is it? Mitt Romney got booed.
I never saw that.
Wow,
I
he
never
got-
saw a
he got booed
politician
and
got booed.
crucified.
Right?
He got booed in front of his home people.
But did you hear what he said? It don't
He's
matter.
like-
You can boo me all you want. Then they try to get him dismissed. He won by 79 votes.
Mm-hmm.
79 more negative votes, and they would have put his chair up for like they do with the governor of California.
That's
Did you see
messed
that?
up what they did to him.
It's kinda
you don't
like-
have to like agree with him, but you don't like boo
Boo,
him. Man,
he's
he's
a public servant. I like someone had to brush that like had to explain that for me. Like, even though I won't believe in his like views and in his party, but he's a public servant. Like he kind of took time out of majority of his day, his family, to say I want to be a representative of the Republican Party. He even
Mitt
ran
Romney?
for president. Yeah, he even
Well, he
ran,
ran
for
for
president.
president.
Yeah, he ran for president, but his whole life was being a public servant.
Well,
Would you guys ever want to do that?
no.
Be in the public eye all the time?
No.
A lot of comments.
Have to answer to the public eye?
No.
I would love it.
You?
Why?
You would love it?
I got a news flash for you. You know Biden ain't gonna make it in another 4 years. Ain't happening.
Why
he'll
would
be
you?
too old because he'll be too old.
He'd be too
So
old.
guess who's going to take his seat?
You?
Miss Harris?
Of course.
Miss Harris.
And guess who she's going to run against? Come on, this ain't hard. Who do you
Hillary?
think? Who?
Hillary?
They're in the same party.
I don't
Hillary
know.
may be the vice president, but
I
who
know
do
who
you think?
I know who he's talking about. It's Mr. Mar-a-Lago. He's
That's
gonna be
right.
running again. Yeah.
Trump is going to run
You
again.
think?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah, he
I
said
have
it.
$1,000
He's
that
gonna run
says he's
again.
going to run again. And he's going to have to go up against her.
Yeah.
Now, who's going to be the VP? Think Hillary or Obama? What about Michelle?
No.
I wouldn't say Michelle.
No, they'd have to make it. I think it's going to be a man because I got to keep it.
Yeah.
You got to appeal to both sides.
Why? In the House of Representatives, when he did the State of the Union, you had 2 women behind him.
You got to appeal.
For
I
the
know. Did
first
you
time
see
in
that?
the history of mankind.
You know
See-
what I was looking at when I was watching that? I tell you, because I never watch things like normal people do. I'm watching both their power suits.
I'm watching
I
the
don't blame
president
you.
of them behind him.
Yes. So you're
If I
watching
am
them.
a head of the Democratic Party, I put her and another powerful female
AOC.
on the ticket. And because I'm going to tell you something,
Alexandra or
Trump will win in 24 just out of spite. Because this country is upside down.
Correct.
Just saying.
That's like a huge maybe.
But
right there.
if she has Alexandria
Do you
Ocasio-Cortez,
try to just like put jabs in people and turn it in their heart? Just
I think
to
he does
see?
that. Like, he's-
do you really just like try to upheaval the country with one fell swoop? Why do you do that?
Because isn't it better for you to be prepared than to hear it and say, guess who's running for 2024?
I think his daughter would run.
Who?
Trump.
The madman will be back.
The
Mad
madman.
Max will be back in 24.
Oh my God. But I was watching that State of the Union address and I'm watching these two power women and they stand up on cue. They sit down on cue. It's like, it was so rehearsed, but yet I don't know if it was rehearsed or not. They're power suits.
When she stands
what it
up,
takes to dress these
everybody
ladies.
stands up.
yes.
But they stand up, there's not even a delay in it. And their
Yeah, I
suits,
gotta-
their
It's not,
clothing,
it's not like someone
their
sending
hair,
a signal. They're like, yeah.
Their
it's-
No, well,
presence up, and, oh yeah.
But when she stands up, everybody. But I gotta ask you an honest question, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Do you think Harris is playing the role as vice president, or she's like a deer in the headlights?
I think-
Honestly,
I don't think she's
You're
a deer in the headlights.
Like what? Like
Like as if she's surprised that.
she's like still in shock. I mean, from what I can see,
shocked by what?
when she gets angry on a roll and she told the vice president, "I am talking," I'm gonna tell you.
That was a long time ago. We
It
got to
don't
move
make a
past
difference.
that.
No,
No,
We
but
got to
like-
move forward. Why
but
are you
like-
holding it on to the old stuff?
Yes. I feel
'Cause the
like
leopard never
she's
changes
ready.
spots.
She's ready to like. I don't know what position she's gonna be up next, but as VP, she's been doing a good job.
She's gonna run for president. I'm telling you, Biden's gonna be too old.
Well, my son's running for senator
Yeah. So
When is he gonna run? He's
Aaron.
still too young.
next term.
yes,
He's
Like
still too young.
29,
yes.
4 years.
He's gonna run for when he's 29.
He'll just be about 30 when it happens.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
he's gotta be
youngest
a-
you can be.
He's gotta be
Yeah.
a little older.
So 4 years.
Nobody's gonna vote for somebody who ain't got a record.
So he'll run again. I can't tell you.
Run
This is
again.
his thought process. I can't tell you he's really doing
I saw it. I just think it's too early.
But-
Did you see who's gonna be the new governor of California?
No.
The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock is gonna throw his hat in.
I
I
know.
heard about that.
I know.
Go for it, man.
New governor of California
Yep.
used to be a man.
Yep, I already knew, man. I
Who?
already knew. Really?
Hold on.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
And did
Because
you
it
hear
is
what
California.
did you hear what she said?
Yes.
What?
She doesn't believe transgenders belong
And
in
girl.
females playing men's
Well, I was
sports.
going to
and
ask
everywhere.
you. They've got this whole thing that's going on right now. Is they don't want to allow
Men and
transgender women into female sports.
They don't want men who are women men that turn to women
That-
playing sports
Yeah.
because it gives them an advantage.
Yeah, that makes sense because like it wouldn't be fair for like imagine if it was the WNBA. It wouldn't be fair for a guy to come and play with them when I mean not saying that the guy is not as is not as good as them. It's just like you're putting a guy even though you know what is it you're labeled as a woman but it's still
Okay, but now let's put your tongue in the knot. Can
Yeah.
a woman play
You
in the
kinda
NBA?
are. Huh?
I mean,
Can a
what?
woman play in the NBA
No, I
if
wouldn't.
she's good enough?
Okay.
And who's to say she's not good enough? You see, this is the problem. This is why you get your tongue in a knot because exactly what you're saying. A man shouldn't compete in a woman's
compete
sport,
with the
but a woman
woman's
can
sport.
compete in a man's sport. That's just
No.
Well, they're talking about the transgender. The changing of it is what it is.
yeah,
But a man, let's say that this guy was LeBron James decides to be a woman.
correct.
And he goes play in the women's
WNBA.
WNBA.
Would
Is
that be
fair?
okay?
No. It wouldn't
Absolutely
be okay.
But they're going to say why.
Because he's
And
a
then
man
it-
in a woman's world.
They're going to say it's a discrimination. I mean, you can see both sides of it.
Of course, that's the problem with that whole deal.
You can see both sides that it's equal opportunity, but yet just the size differential
Right?
would.
So who's the one that's going to be brave enough to say no?
Well, they took it out of the bill. It did not pass,
Can a-
and they're
can a
restructuring
female
that
play
bill.
in the NFL?
A female as like me, or of me
think-
transitioning into a male, or male. You know what I'm saying? At
Whatever
what point?
you want.
They
me
can
playing for
play.
the NFL as I stand now, no. But
But if Slick were to turn into a female, can he play in the NFL?
well, they don't let women in the NFL.
Of course they do. They can't. It's against the law.
Hold on,
You
they can
can't
let me in the, if
discriminate.
I'm transitioning.
Of course you can.
If I'm
You
transitioning,
know, any
I don't
women
think
that are allowed
they
in the
get-
NFL?
Okay.
don't think they get-
Women are allowed, yes, if they can make it. Most of them try to make it as a punter or a kicker.
Really?
I think somebody had
Really?
them
In
to the
football,
final
I know
part.
some
Yeah,
of the
football.
college teams are having women as kickers, I
There's a
believe.
female kicker now in college.
Yep.
I had a female play nose tackle in high school. Until
What
she
is a
got-
nose tackle?
It's right over the guy who hikes
Makes me
the
think
ball.
like they're like right in your nose.
right there.
Really?
Nose tackle.
That's what it is?
So they took it. They used to take it and move all the way to the back, past the safeties. It was crazy. And I used to say, but why are you doing that? Because she's going to get hurt. But that's not your call. That's her call.
It's interesting. Interesting conversation, right? Because you can see both sides of it. And what do you do? Right? Like if Caitlyn Jenner wanted to play in as a woman or a man.
I don't know. Nobody dares answer that question because if you answer it, you get spanked. Either way. Oh,
Correct.
talking about spanking. Before we end, did
And
you
we'll have to
see?
go to commercial break for a
Did
little
you
bit.
see what happened with the teacher who took a paddle to this little girl who broke a computer in school? They called the mother. Mother doesn't speak any English, and she's here illegally. So she comes to pay the $50 for the screen that the little girl broke. Little girl. And the teacher, the principal, takes out a paddle and whacks his kid. And the kid turns around and says, no, no, no. Oh, don't you move. And she whacked her 4 times. So the mother was sitting there. She didn't know that she could say, stop that, because she's here illegally. She doesn't speak English. She went to the precinct. And you got to understand something. This woman is afraid of ICE. Goes to the precinct, shows the film, and they're going to arrest the principal because in Florida,
Was in Florida?
it is legal to spank a kid
So where was this?
in the school system. It is the only county in Florida that it is not.
Wait, was it in Florida? What county?
Something with an H. Highly County or something.
Wow.
Look it up. And I'm sitting there and I'm arguing with Linda this morning because she says it's not legal. I said, they said it's legal. So we ran the tape back. It is legal in 67 communities to spank a kid in school.
Wow. Corporal
Except
punishment?
for this one. That's what they called it.
Corporal punishment.
And then they called it abusive, and the teacher's going to serve time.
Wow. On that note, let's take a quick commercial break. By the way, it's Teacher Appreciation Week this week. So how are you thanking your teacher? Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Do you need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or 2. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. celebration of a lifetime begins here.
Fresh every single day in store. We have over 20 different ice cream base flavors and over 30 different mix-ins to choose from. We also have plenty of signature creations if you don't want to go ahead and choose your own. To end your creation, you could put it in one of our freshly made waffles. We have ice cream cakes, ice cream sandwiches, milkshakes, smoothies, banana splits, sundaes, and so many other things for you to come check out and enjoy. We are the official ice cream store of the Brooklyn Cafe. Hope to see you soon, and remember, it's always a great day for ice cream.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Proudly distilling out of West Palm Beach, Florida, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
Introducing Verijet, a new concept in short-haul aviation designed to get passengers closer to where they want to go. Powered by the award-winning Cirrus Vision Jet. The aviation world is talking about its unique state-of-the-art safety features, including the aircraft parachute system, and safe return that allows it to land itself in an emergency. Cabins are disinfected between passengers, and microparticle filtration treats the air every 30 seconds. All in a beautifully appointed premium cabin with plenty of room and first-class service and amenities. Verijet, the best short-haul alternative.
Presentations of this artist have inspired women worldwide. Barbara's style encompasses it all: bold and brazen, subtle and calming, drawing on unconventional techniques and tools, canvas spinning, scraping, and sandpapering. Her hallmark is highly textured surfaces and playful resin-filled abstracts. Barbara graduated magna cum laude from New York University. She studied at Cooper Union and the Boca Museum of Art. To view her artwork, visit her website at barbarasilvergallery.com or contact her by phone at 917-757-0447 or by email at barbarasilvergallery@gmail.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
You're making me sweaty just to think about it. Does that happen? Like your hands get tingly when you get nervous? Would you go on a date? Would you take a girl like parasailing or jumping out of a plane on a date?
Oh, that'd be awesome. I didn't think about that, but that would be awesome.
No.
Slick's shaking his head yes, but he's probably meaning no. I would, yeah. You would? Vinny, you would? Look, Vinny's all like,
First of all, before you do that, just remember she's going to be attached to another guy.
Okay.
Ain't happening.
An
Moving on.
instructor.
Moving on.
She's
Are you a
attached
little
to an
possessive when it comes to your
instructor.
girls?
Moving on.
I would want her to be safe on the way down.
That's okay.
Same as me.
You know what?
Because I'll be attached to another guy as well.
Get in the tent.
Like
to
we
who?
will be in the
Another
same
guy.
predicament. Like
That's another problem. See, I have a problem with that, being attached to another guy. Meanwhile, you're with somebody who's being attached to another guy. That's a problem.
So you wouldn't want, it wouldn't be a cool first date?
it would be.
It's because you don't want
right?
another guy touching your date?
He's going to be all over her.
How do
He
you
has
know?
to be.
Well, how else are you going to jump out of
What
a
if he's
plane?
married with like 7 kids and he's like, this is just
Yeah,
his
he
From
has
the
job?
to
moment he
be all
jumps
over
out of
her.
that plane to the moment he lands, he ain't
I
married.
think they're just like tethered.
You're not tethered. You gotta hold on to her.
What if you got to sneeze?
What?
What if you got to sneeze?
Sneeze.
Then you let go.
You don't hold on that way. You're strapped together.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
you're
you're
strapped
strapped,
together,
like
yeah.
your chest to back, right?
Yes.
Like right on top.
But he has to like. She's gonna be screaming like very loud.
And he's gonna be holding her, saying, "I got you. Don't worry."
that
about it."
doesn't stop her
And
from
he's gonna be not
screaming
married
very
till
loud.
they get to the ground.
Wow.
Pass. Hard pass.
You're not interested, huh?
First date? That's suicide.
Would you do it? Vinny would do it.
Totally.
He's all in. Vinny's got a new job. How is that new job going?
Oh, it's going pretty well. Everything's cool and nice. I make advertisements and pick up the phones and transfer them.
You pick up a phone and you transfer what?
I don't know, transfer customers like, hey, what you need? Like, boom, transfer to a different department.
And what kind of services you sell?
We're a boat company. Like, we build boats, we sell boat parts. Yeah, stuff like that.
Do you have a boat we can bring out here and use as a set?
Nope.
Can we go to a boat?
Call and find out.
This looks like, yeah.
We can. Can you? With a boat?
I
sure,
got
actually.
somebody got in touch with me over the weekend, and she's a yacht saleswoman.
Really?
And she says, "Do you want a boat as a set?" This is what I'm asking Vinny. I thought she was kidding, but and the plane people are calling me tomorrow. We're gonna get that done. If anybody has any connections to the Goodyear blimp,
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Going up?
When it goes up,
you remember the movie The Hindenburg?
Yeah.
Remember the movie?
it
Yeah,
burned.
why would we want that, though?
Yeah, why would you want that?
I watched that in the movies. It was filled with helium in the day.
Oh, my gosh. So your friend Billy Crystal's coming out with a new movie only in the movie theaters.
Billy Crystal, my friend.
Yes.
Billy Crystal, my friend.
Yes. Your friend Billy Crystal.
Since me and Billy Crystal are friends.
Aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call him. See if he picks up.
You know why? He did that one-man show, which made me think of you. Like, you should do a
No,
one-man
that's in
show like
your
that.
brain. That's why you need.
So that's why I
the
think
doc-
he's like your friend Billy Crystal. Anyway, he's doing a movie, and oh my gosh, the woman in the movie, and Hadad is her last name.
Her dad. Who's
Hadid is her last name, an actress.
that? Okay.
Anyway, she found out she's a black woman. She found out her father's family is Jewish, so she converted to Judaism. And Billy Crystal is like, not really her uncle, but they've got this relationship and they're good friends. He did part of her conversion to Judaism. So I thought it was kind of interesting. Anyway, it's a movie coming out and talking their relationship, and it reminded me kind of the Tony Bennett, Lady Gaga story.
True that.
So anyway, it's coming out movie theater only, which means the theaters are opening back up. Was
Yes.
kind of my point of that.
Little by little, they are
Yes.
opening up. I got my iPick theaters on Atlantic. I pushing it out to go to the iPick.
So I saw over the weekend when there's one of the content major stations, there's a woman who's walking around with like a puff of smoke. And this is how bad content has gotten. So she takes this puff of smoke to different locations to see what happens to the puff of smoke. Now I could send you guys out with a puff of smoke and see what happens. Does it dissipate? Does it spread? Or does it puff right in front of you? And according to her research in the movie theaters, the puff of smoke sits.
Well, because she wants to see if the air is circulating.
Correct. Anyway,
Well, that's a good shutdown method.
that was not a good idea for the puff of smoke, right? But they were talking about how some of the grocery stores have the HVAC, and if the movie theater you go to has like this great HVAC, and it moves air around. But I was thinking of sending these guys out with a puff of smoke to see would it dissipate or
We
would
can
it
do
not.
that, because,
they could do a
like,
whole comedy thing. Imagine Vinny and Slick with we'd have to put color in like a green puff of smoke to see what happens to the puff of smoke.
Two guys in a
Two guys in a car.
Two
We
guys
have
in a
that
car.
And
whole
does it
thing.
circulate with the puff of smoke? But the only place it really did not circulate was in the movie theater, and then she went to like a small hardware store. But like the big box stores, it all dissipated because they're all these high pressured air conditioners that do what they have to do. It was an interesting concept.
Hard pass.
Puff of smoke.
No, it's not a hard pass. It's just, I mean, since everybody's like, I don't know if you guys seen on this weekend, but everybody's out and about. Like, they love to be outside.
It was
So-
beautiful out this weekend.
They have said that being outside now with a mask, and they're going to go to being outside with people who have been vaccinated, taking off their masks. They're going to start there. And then eventually they're going to start. I heard Walt Disney open in California.
Tiffany Haddish, or Haddish.
Haddish.
Yep.
California, they opened up Walt Disney World. The W on Times Square opened up to the public again. That's the first sign of life on Times Square. Wow. That happened over the weekend.
So things are opening up. People are doing what they're doing. You just hope people stay safe and vigilant and kind and not crazy. But we went to the Greek restaurant on 18th in Delray, and I had a lovely table. Remember you and I looked at a studio right over there on the wharf?
On 18th, yes.
So we sat right there. And it
On
was
the wharf?
on the wharf. It's a beautiful location.
Where did you eat?
The Greek restaurant over there.
Oh, the Greek restaurant, yes.
And it was spread apart and everyone's airy, but we were with some friends and they said they were up in Delray Beach and it was like skin to skin. People were all over each other.
Pass.
So you just got to make your choices.
I went to Bagel in Yamato, and it's nice because I wear my Brooklyn Cafe cap,
Now they know you there?
and they know me. So they go to me, the guy who cleans up, he goes, Freddie. And he goes, he puts me in the corner all the time. So we met a guy who comes with us every Sunday, and he's there. He says, hey, how you doing? It's nice. It's nice to see people again.
It is nice to see people again to do things. We had everyone at the house. Actually, it's been a couple weeks. We had Aaron's bar. We had people at my parents' house. We had people over yesterday for birthdays. Next weekend is Mother's Day.
You had somebody there. You sent the picture. I didn't know who she was. Oh, his sister-in-law.
That's my mother-in-law.
Really?
Yep.
Young-looking woman. Also, Slick sends me a picture.
Of what?
They can't get the drone to fly.
Yeah, what happened?
I didn't know there was like in Florida. I thought there were like, a few airstrips, but apparently
There's a lot of airstrips.
There's a lot of airstrips. A lot of people got to go places in a hurry. So there was a tiny airstrip, and we were in the greens to fly the drone, but we were so close to the border of the airstrip, the drone didn't want to. The drone caught an attitude and
So
did
the
not
drone
go.
doesn't go up, right?
It
Because
didn't
they
want
can
to
shut
go
it
up.
down.
It couldn't fly. Like if we would have went to
They shut it down?
yeah, like it runs off GPS and DJI drones, Havocs. They are like once the GPS or like once that app clears that you're good on GPS, it will fly. It just doesn't fly. It just doesn't fly just to fly. It only goes by your environment. And
Can they stop? Can they like go in and supersede the controls?
yeah, no, basically like imagine if I was in a green zone going to like an airstrip, it will lower my altitude or it'll lower my altitude to completely stop the
They
drone.
jam your signal. So you
That's
Yeah.
what I meant.
And the funny thing is that I didn't know what the hell they were doing. They were actually filming for the commercial,
Yeah.
and they couldn't get the drone to fly because
I
they
didn't
were
know there
in
was an
no fly
airstrip,
zone.
yeah.
Wow.
So I said to him, go to Del Rey if you want to take pictures of something. He
But they
says,
were trying
"No,
to get the
I
building."
didn't know that.
They were trying to get this company.
So I said, go to Del Rey, fly it across, and watch it go, what?
Yeah, they were trying to get the building for this company that's going to be on Comcast.
I can't do it.
And like, what is it? Dan was telling me they have tighter restrictions on DJI. So anybody who has a drone, since it landed on the White House, DJI has been making a lot of updates so it doesn't land on anything that's unauthorized. So it's kind of stricter to fly them now. You gotta have that clearance and those licenses as well. So
And there's heavy fines now. They're trying to tighten
Mhm.
up the drones. But I understand because of terrorists and everything else, those drones
Correct.
can carry a big punch.
correct.
I don't even want to.
You still want a drone?
All right, we're not even going there, but if we can help your business grow, we're out shooting commercials. We will come to you to shoot commercials for Comcast. Those will be starting, hopefully in the next week or two. Our commercials will be out
Most
there on
definitely.
Trying to
Comcast.
push it out to this week.
This week.
So you'll see our
Now,
Amp Media commercial, Amp2 TV.
Are we allowed to fly the drone here because the airport?
Yes, yeah,
Oh,
we
we
should
are
be.
allowed.
We should be. I feel like when we get closer to like around, I'll say the FAU area, we probably won't be because even though that we were in the green,
It's
Because
a
the
strip
airport
there.
is
it wasn't. Yeah, because the airport's there.
Wow.
So anything close to an airport, you can't fly a drone.
See, I was gonna have
Unfortunately.
the blimp fly over us with Vinny's face on it.
You can if the blimp's flying over, a good fly zone.
It flies by the beach. You ever notice?
Yeah, if it flies by the beach and if it's an okay fly zone, we can go up there, but we risk the fact of like it may just get overridden to come down.
You ever seen the blimp, the way it flies? It goes like this, and then it goes like this.
Yeah.
And it goes like this.
Yeah.
It's craziness. It's like it glides in the wind.
But I always get reminded of the Hindenburg every time I see a blunt.
I saw that in the movies when I was a kid.
Always.
It had a big effect on me.
Yeah.
Does anybody know if the boats are sailing again? I think
I think
cruise
they are.
ship.
one cruise ship is
Yep.
out.
Came back or
Oh.
went out or came back. I'm not sure, but yep.
Oh no, yeah, I thought
One
you
of
was
the
talking
ports
about
is
like
open.
boats in general because like they
No,
had
no,
a Boca
cruise ships.
Fest like
Cruise ships.
a week ago.
I want to go on a bourbon tour of Kentucky.
That'd be nice. A bourbon tour.
A bourbon tour. You're gonna
Yeah.
drink bourbon all throughout Kentucky?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just buy 12 bottles of bourbon, line it up, and
I've been
No.
asking to do that for what, a year? I want to do a bourbon tasting show. I want to try all different bourbons.
okay, well, we'll make that
Can we
happen.
make that happen?
Bourbon's not cheap.
Okay.
And then it was,
Can we buy the little nips?
no. They don't have it anymore. Bourbon is a commodity now that it's out.
I don't know. The Kentucky Derby was sponsored by Woodford Reserve, so
Well, go find a bottle of Woodford Reserves. Good
Ever
luck
had
with
it?
that. Yes. I used to be a heavy bourbon drinker. Oh, and congratulations to Gubba Rum and to Joy that were there on Friday at 4.
Yep.
Something came up for me that I couldn't go over there. But the funny thing is, I didn't even know Joy was going to be there. And she's like twice
His
Steve's
height. Yeah.
Ah.
I was at Tracy having a 2-hour massage and cupping. Ashley says to me yesterday, "Why's your back bruised?" I go, "Oh, cupping." Cupping. It was. See how calm I am? Thanks to Tracy McDonough of Healing Moments. You can thank Tracy.
This has been brought to you by
I heard you
Healing
were there
Moments.
also.
Yeah, I was like last week.
What'd you do over there?
They put me to sleep, put nice relaxing music.
You fell asleep too?
Yeah, I'm trying. I closed my eyes. It was hard for me to get my mind to fall asleep.
I fell asleep with my mouth open. I was snoring, and these guys took pictures of me.
Oh,
The sound bed is amazing. Mother's Day specials right around
It
the
is,
corner.
yeah.
So
Slick took his mom, right?
Yeah, she's very rejuvenated to the point that she loves Tracy. I think it's just Tracy. Tracy's like aura and like she just basically just like how our first guest said, like she comes with a open heart. Like
She
you
does.
can't deny her energy, and then she knew that Tracy wanted to heal her, so now she wants me to book more appointments. She wants to see how much she wants to really see how much. My mom really wants to see how 4 more weeks of this would help her, because she was like, if I didn't have to go to work Sunday, I would have been amazing this weekend. But I had
She wants to go every week for 4 weeks.
most definitely.
Your mom needs a little bit of tranquility.
Yes.
That's nice.
Very good.
Yes. Hopefully no boyfriends, but that's about it.
Ooh.
Hopefully no boyfriend.
Hopefully no.
He doesn't want
Hopefully
his
no
mom to have a
digits. You know,
boyfriend.
she has
Why?
4. No, she has 4 boys. I don't think she needs a boyfriend. I don't think she does. My mom has 4
wanna be your
boys,
mom's boyfriend?
a
What's
niece
the
and a
matter with you?
nephew. She doesn't need a boyfriend. I don't think
She
she
needs
does.
a real boyfriend.
I don't think she does.
Take her out dancing.
No, we can do that. We can take her out dancing. Yeah.
He's not replacing you. Don't be like
I'm
that.
not saying he's
Mama son,
replacing us.
When you get married and leave her behind, she's gonna be all alone. Let
No,
her
I can't
enjoy
say
her
that.
life.
No, but she has 4 boys. She doesn't really need it. You know.
Wow. You see what I mean about this?
She doesn't really need all that.
Quiet but
you know?
deadly.
He's a good son, I gotta tell you.
She doesn't really.
All right, we're heading up. We're going to finish up our podcasting.
definitely.
Check out WSOMradio.com. You will be able to listen to all the podcasts that we have done so far coming out of Space of Mind School in Delray Beach, which is unbelievable. So from the 6-year-olds all the way up through high school.
Should be a lot of fun.
So everything is there. Everything's uploaded, ready to roll now. So everything we've done so far is on their page.
So all they gotta do is listen to it. These are the little kids though, right?
Yep. WSOMradio.com. Have a great day, everyone. We will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time. Be kind to each other.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
sleepless nights. I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that gleams across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart and we could fly